There it is on the bike, the new tall seat from Seat Concepts for the Suzuki V-Strom 650. Let's get on the bike and do a ride here and see how my butt feels on this new seat. Let's get going here. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Riding on the Strom. As you saw in the title for this video, the day has finally come. The new seat from Seat Concepts is here. It's in this box and I thought I'd open it and videotape my reaction. So let's get right into it. Oh my God. Here it is. The seat from Seat Concepts. Wow. This is fantastic. But really, guys, why are we making such a big deal out of a seat? I mean, really, come on. It's just a seat.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy, cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la, ba da 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 ya, ba da 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 ba, ba da 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 ya, ba da 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 beep beep, bo bo ba, rubba da ba beep, bo ba, rubba da ba beep, bo ba ba.
Oh, feels good to be back on the bike. I just realized that I've picked a highway to do the video on, which is super noisy. A lot of wind noise, but we'll suffer through it together. Let's get on the freeway and make the audio recording way too loud. So let's talk about this new seat that I've got from Seat Concepts. Seat Concepts, what they do is they will reupholster your seat for you. You can send them the pan, the seat pan, and then they will put the material on it, put the new seat on it, or you can just order it and do it yourself. And that is the cheaper way to go. If you've got somebody in town who can do upholstery work and knows how to do this, it's easy to take off, but it does take some skill to put that stuff on. And I, unfortunately, don't even have a staple gun, so there's no way I was going to be able to do it. So I sent my seat pan into them. And the reason why it's taken so long is everything's been delayed by COVID. But I finally got it back. And one of the things that I want to say first of all is that there are two types of seats you can get for the Suzuki V-Strom 650, and that is just the regular seat and the tall seat. And the tall seat is tall. So if you're on the fence about which one to get, I suggest getting the regular one. And my impressions now after riding a while on the seat, first of all, the big news is it's very flat. The Suzuki seats are soft and that you kind of sit in the bike and you are unfortunately pushed forward toward the tank sometimes in certain situations, and it can be painful and uncomfortable. This seat, kind of more of a motocross style, is very flat. You sit on top of the bike and it's also very firm. And seats are very subjective. Everybody's butt is a little bit different. You may like this, you may not like this. But first impressions is that it is very firm. And that's good for the long haul. This will break in a little bit. soft seats tend to get funky after about a couple of hours. But firm seats can hold their own for long periods of time and long rides, and are actually better for you. It's like a firm mattress. It's much better than getting, a soft mattress. And that's my analogy for it. But this seat is tall and it is firm. What do I think about it? Well, I'm actually loving it because I'm not being pushed into the tank anymore. But it is tall. So, I think people, if you're on the fence about it, if you're 6 feet and under, you might just be happy getting the regular one. So just think about that. Maybe I'm a little bit biased and forget about how the other tall seat was, but the Suzuki tall seat was not very tall. This one is taller. I like it. I think that once I put some pegs on here, we will have a nice driving experience. But yeah, I'm really sorry about the big delay. The seat was delayed by COVID, and things have been pretty slow in coming, and I haven't made a video in a while. I am back, baby. I do feel much happier about this seat. I mean, it makes the whole riding experience different, I mean, it really is one of those things where you have to focus on where your body touches the bike and fine-tune those. And I've talked about fine-tuning where the clutch lever and brake lever are, and where the handlebar is, and where the pegs are, but also the seat. But I have no qualms about going long distance now. There's no way that I was going to go long distance on that stock seat. And that's just me and my butt. Okay? Your butt may vary, but my butt was not liking that stock seat, whether it was the regular one or the tall one from Suzuki. But yeah, the seat is as you saw, is very flat, very flat. And so I am really happy with it. And because it's flat, you can kind of move around wherever you want to be. The other one was, you're kind of forced in that one position, and then you slowly creep forward, and then you have pain for the rest of the day. But if you're over 6 feet tall, definitely get this tall seat from Seat Concepts. The other thing is, it comes in two types of vinyl. There's the gripper vinyl, and then there's the low slip. The gripper vinyl would be more like a motocross seat. It's more abrasive in a sense, where the low slip actually slips more. And the low slip is just like a regular street motorcycle seat. And that's why I got the low slip one. But I think a majority of the people get the gripper because that's the default. But if you just want a regular motorcycle seat, like something stock, that kind of material, which lets you slide around a little bit or move around a little bit, pick the low slip one. You just check their fact, and they will explain the different vinyl choices. I'm wondering how this video goes. It's been so long since I've done a video. We'll go over the bridge. I'll take you guys over the bridge. It gets very windy here on 154. But here is the bridge. So what happens on the Into Paradise Road, and I've already made a video of this. You go back into the journals of videos. I mean, you will see the Paradise Road video on the V-Strom 1000, coincidentally. And I go all the way to the end, but I couldn't go any farther for some reason, because we had just gotten all these floods and water and stuff. But you can actually take the dirt road up. So what I'm thinking is that I could go up on the mountain, come down the dirt road, get on this and come back. And that would be a nice ride. Good things come to those who wait, and definitely with the Seat Concepts. Now, as far as mailing it in and all that kind of stuff, you got to understand something. You send your pan to them, it's also more expensive to do that, but it also takes a long time. So you're going to be without a seat. Now me, I had the other seat and I can still ride the V-Strom. But that's something to consider. If you find somebody who can do upholstery work in your town, just order the seat. I'll send the materials to you and have the person do it. That way you'll have a quicker turnaround time. I mean, who wants to ride a motorcycle that all you're thinking about is when you're going to get off the damn thing? You know? Yeah, I haven't been down this road in a while, especially because it's been so hot lately. So, and we've had this couple of new things in California, and I actually witnessed it firsthand, and I thought I was like seeing things, and what it's called, I think, is dry lightning. Lightning with no thunder, no rain. And I saw this flash in the sky, and I'm like, wait a minute, that looked like lightning, but I don't hear anything. I don't, you know, I didn't hear anything. There's no water. What's going on? And then I saw it again. I'm like, holy shit, it's lightning. You know, and it was just really very humid. And it started a bunch of wildfires. And the other thing, which now we got fire tornadoes. So that's something to look forward to. What I do like about, well, I don't like anything about the coronavirus, but it does seem to get a lot of people out and enjoying the outdoors, and that's good. Get people back into nature and appreciating it more. And I think we're almost to the end of this road. Oh, dead bird. That's sad. The one thing you got to be careful about is, since these places are crowded on the weekend, you got to really pay attention to what you're doing. You know, when little kids or dogs are running out into you. Okay. Oh, this is nice and shady. So they're charging people to go in there, huh? So down there, straight ahead there, is a river. And when it gets washed out, it's hard to go in there, obviously. But it was washed out when I did, well, it was kind of semi-washed out when I took my V-Strom 1000. And it's the beauty of a venture bike. You can just, I'm just going to go. I'll go anyway. Not going to stop me. People were just driving out here and turning around because of all the water. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you coming along on one of my videos. But here's the seat again. Whoa. The low slip material.
You exit and immediately over rev. Try changing the final gearing. A touch or two less on the rear sprocket is great for subtle changes, while changing the gearing on the front sprocket will provide